Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to not just live but thrive well into your golden years? Imagine reaching your 80s with vitality, independence, and a joyful spirit. Whether you're in your 70s or care for someone in this age range, this video is your key to unlocking a fulfilling and empowered life. Stay with us until the end to discover 8 essential habits that can transform your later years into the best years of your life. You'll learn how to maintain your health, keep your mind sharp, secure your finances, nurture meaningful relationships, embrace enriching hobbies, and cultivate a compassionate heart. These insights are not just practical, they're life-changing, and they can help you or your loved ones live longer, happier, and more independent lives. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to truly thrive in your golden years. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Your body is still in good shape and able to take care of your own daily needs. Whether it's preparing a simple meal, walking down the street, or tending to personal needs, these moments should be deeply valued. We often take our health for granted, not fully appreciating its importance until it begins to decline. When we're able to care for ourselves independently, it's easy to overlook how precious that ability truly is. It's a gift, a privilege, and something worth celebrating. The ability to live autonomously is not something to be underestimated or taken lightly. It's a rare treasure that many unfortunately lose over time. As we get older, we come to understand that good health is the most significant blessing of all, especially for the elderly. It serves as the foundation for everything in life. Without it, all the wealth in the world, material possessions, money, and success, pales in comparison. A simple act like being able to prepare a bowl of vegetables or make a small meal for yourself becomes immeasurably more meaningful than having to rely on someone else to feed you. While having a caregiver is necessary for some and may come at a high cost, tens of thousands of dollars each month, there's an undeniable empowerment in being able to nourish yourself without external assistance. It's an act of independence that instills dignity, builds self-worth, and fosters a deep sense of accomplishment. Good health doesn't just contribute to your comfort and well-being. It also prevents you from becoming a burden to your loved ones, particularly your children. The feeling of being a burden is something no one wants to endure, and it's a sentiment that resonates with everyone at some point. The thought of needing to depend on others, especially on your children, to meet your most basic needs is a heavy emotional reality that many would rather avoid. This is something no one wishes to impose on the people they love the most. It's a painful thought that often lingers in the back of our minds as we grow older. Taking care of your body and preserving your health is about more than just physical well-being. It's also about maintaining your independence and reducing the emotional strain on those around you. By living in a way that minimizes the need for external care, you can safeguard not only your quality of life but also the peace of mind of your family. Imagine the comfort of knowing that you're doing everything in your power to remain healthy and self-sufficient. It's about preserving your dignity and reinforcing your independence, while also ensuring that you don't unintentionally cause unnecessary stress or worry for those who care about you. There's a profound emotional satisfaction in knowing you aren't a burden to your children or loved ones. It allows you to age with peace, pride, and a sense of accomplishment, even as you face the inevitable passage of time. Ultimately, most of us hope to grow older gracefully, without becoming a source of anxiety or stress for the people we love. The ability to care for yourself and live your life with ease, freedom, and independence is a true blessing. It's a rare gift that not everyone gets to experience, and it should be appreciated and cherished with every passing day. 2. Your mind is still sharp, and you can see through people's tricks as you grow older. As we age, one of the most incredible gifts we retain is the sharpness of our minds. It is a priceless treasure, something that allows us to see through the trickery and manipulation that others may try to pull over us. The ability to stay clear-headed and discerning is empowering, enabling us to separate what's genuine from what's false. This clarity of thought becomes an asset as we navigate a world full of distractions and deceptive tactics. However, not everyone is as fortunate. Despite the wisdom gained from decades of life experience, many elderly individuals can become more vulnerable to deceit as they grow older. Age often brings with it an increasing sense of trust in others, a trust that, at times, is placed in people or situations that might not have their best interests at heart. This innocent openness can unfortunately leave them exposed to exploitation. It's disheartening to witness, but I see it all too often. Elderly individuals who, whether due to cognitive decline, loneliness, or just a trusting nature, fall victim to scams. The manipulative tactics these fraudsters use can be incredibly convincing. From aggressive marketing campaigns to cold calls promising miracle cures, these scams prey on the vulnerabilities of older adults. They promise security, improved health, or even a more comfortable future, all the while offering nothing more than empty promises designed to strip away hard-earned savings. The impact can be financially devastating, especially for those who have worked their whole lives to save for their later years. It's heartbreaking to see someone whose life has been built on diligence and hard work lose it all because of a carefully crafted scam. The financial toll, however, is just part of the story. The emotional and psychological cost can be even more damaging. Many elderly scam victims don't even realize they've been duped. Their trust in others and a lifetime of building relationships can cloud their judgment, making them less likely to question what seems like a kind or helpful gesture. They might dismiss the subtle signs of deceit, not recognizing that they've been manipulated until it's too late. What's even more tragic is that these victims often don't seek help. They may feel embarrassed or ashamed, unable to admit they've been taken advantage of. This sense of pride and self-reliance, which has served them well throughout their lives, may prevent them from reaching out to their families or friends for support. They might hide their losses, which only compounds the damage, making it harder for loved ones to intervene and offer assistance. This creates a vicious cycle of guilt, confusion, and regret, leaving the elderly individual to grapple with the fallout alone. It's incredibly disheartening to think that after 70, 80, or more years of life experience, someone might still be vulnerable to such predatory behavior. While cognitive decline is a reality for many as they age, it's important to recognize the difference between genuine confusion and the intentional decisions made to step back from the hustle and bustle of life. As we grow older, we may choose to slow down, let go of some of the mental clutter that fills our younger years, or even feign a bit of forgetfulness as a way to enjoy the peace that comes with age. But this doesn't mean that we've lost the ability to protect ourselves, our wealth, or our loved ones. We have every right to enjoy our golden years without the constant fear of being taken advantage of. Our lives have taught us that trust is something to be earned, not freely given. The wisdom and insight we've gained through experience should be our shield against the forces that seek to exploit us. We must remain vigilant, aware, and protective of our well-being, no matter how old we get. The clarity of thought that comes with age is a powerful tool, one that, when used wisely, can help us maintain our dignity, security, and peace of mind in the face of any challenges that may come our way. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Your finances are still adequate, and you don't need to ask your children for money. When it comes to financial well-being, one of the most reassuring feelings is knowing that you have enough resources to live comfortably without the need to rely on anyone else, especially your children, for support. There is an undeniable sense of freedom and peace that comes with being able to meet your own needs without burdening others. It's not just about money. It's about the sense of autonomy and control over your own life. Financial independence, in my view, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, allowing you to maintain dignity and self-respect no matter the circumstances you face. The confidence to handle life's expenses on your terms, without feeling like you are imposing on others, is a priceless asset that brings a profound sense of well-being. Having extra money in reserve that you don't need to spend immediately may not seem essential, but it offers a sense of security that provides comfort in uncertain times. The extra cushion can be a small luxury, providing a safety net for unforeseen circumstances. It's not frightening to have a financial buffer. It's a smart way to ensure that you're covered should anything unexpected arise. What truly evokes fear, however, is the thought of being alive but having no resources to sustain yourself. Financial insecurity, especially in later years, can be overwhelming and unsettling, and for many, it's a constant source of anxiety. The thought that your well-being could be dependent on the goodwill of others, particularly your children, can feel like a loss of agency and independence. It's a situation that can strip away your sense of self-sufficiency and replace it with vulnerability. While it's true that many elderly parents can, and sometimes do, ask their children for financial help in times of need, there's a limit to how long this arrangement can last before it begins to feel like a burden. It's not just about the potential strain it places on the children's finances, but also the emotional toll that repeated requests for money can take. Children, particularly those already facing financial challenges such as debt, job instability, or the demands of raising a family, can feel overwhelmed and guilty when asked to help their parents over and over again. There's a fine line between giving and feeling drained, and too many requests for support can breed resentment, frustration, and an underlying sense of helplessness. It's deeply painful to think that a parent might be unable to support themselves and must depend on their child for survival. But for some, this becomes an unfortunate reality. This is why having a pension plan and a modest savings account as you age can make all the difference. It offers a sense of security and reassurance that, at least for a period, you won't have to rely on your loved ones for financial support. It's not just about the money. It's about the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have a plan in place to cover your needs. The elderly who have managed to save a little for their future have a much greater sense of stability. They can face their later years without the constant worry of how they will pay their bills or feed themselves. They can hold on to their independence, and perhaps more importantly, preserve their dignity. Ultimately, I believe that financial stability in your later years is not just about surviving but about living with a sense of ease and comfort. It means having the freedom to make choices based on your preferences, rather than being forced into dependency or struggling to make ends meet. While financial security may not guarantee happiness, it certainly creates a foundation for a more peaceful and fulfilling life. It allows you to enjoy your years with less fear and stress, and that, in my eyes, is one of the most valuable things to strive for. For, your spouse is still around, and it's your original partner. Your spouse is still by your side, and it's the same partner you began this journey with. There is something profoundly powerful about growing old together, enduring the storms that life throws at you, and savoring the calm moments in between. Through it all, the reassuring constant is knowing that the person standing beside you is the same one who has been there from the start, offering their unwavering support just as you offer yours to them. Annette, who goes by the name Lanaya, is a truly remarkable woman. At over 70 years old, her spirit remains as vibrant and boundless as it ever was. With a casual yet proud air, she shares, "I'm over 70 now, still riding my electric scooter to take the kids to school, doing the shopping, cooking, doing laundry, cleaning, and then making dinner for my spouse." Her words are not laced with the slightest hint of exhaustion or complaint, but instead carry a deep sense of pride in her everyday life. It's as though every task she takes on, every responsibility she bears, is a testament to her love and commitment, not only to her family but to herself and the life she has created. There's a quiet, undeniable strength in the way she continues. "My spouse enjoys life while I work hard. Is it tiring? Is it worth it?" There's no demand for validation in her voice, no plea for sympathy. Her question is a reflection of genuine introspection, as though she is quietly assessing her limits and pondering the deeper value of everything she does. She's lived a life that has woven these tasks into its fabric. Despite the weariness that can come with each responsibility, there is an unmistakable satisfaction in her voice, a satisfaction that stems from knowing she's part of something much larger than herself. The devotion, love, and selflessness that she embodies are woven into the everyday acts that might seem small but are part of a larger, more meaningful picture. Some might question whether she's too tired, whether it's all too much. But Lanaya doesn't seem to be asking for those answers. She knows the truth in her heart. Yes, there is fatigue. Who wouldn't feel it? But there's a deeper, more profound understanding that these sacrifices, these everyday acts of service, are an intrinsic part of something far greater than the sum of their parts. It's not just about the work. It's about the life she's built, the family she's nurtured, and the enduring bond with her partner that, even after so many years, remains unshaken, unwavering. Her voice carries a quiet sense of pride and contentment as if she is affirming to herself, "This is my life, and every moment, every effort, is worth it." In her tone, there's an unspoken truth. Even in those moments when the weight of the world feels overwhelming, when the exhaustion seems too much to bear, the love and fulfillment that come from relationships, from shared lives, make every sacrifice worthwhile. It's these very moments that, in their cumulative power, make life rich, meaningful, and rewarding. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5. Your spouse is still around, and it's your original partner. Life is a journey full of twists and turns, highs and lows, and unexpected challenges. Yet, through it all, your original partner remains by your side, a steady, unwavering presence in a world that is constantly changing. This is the person who stood with you at the start of your journey, who witnessed the unpolished, raw version of who you were before life shaped you further, and who made the choice to stay through every trial and tribulation. To still have your original spouse with you is a profound testament to enduring love and shared commitment. This person has seen you in moments of triumph and joy, but also during times of failure and despair. They know your quirks, your fears, and your dreams, often better than you know them yourself. And yet, despite knowing you in your entirety, flaws and all, they continue to stand beside you, offering love, support, and companionship. It's easy to take this bond for granted. The familiarity that comes with decades together can sometimes dull the sense of wonder and gratitude for what you share. But take a moment to reflect. How extraordinary it is to have someone who has walked the same path as you through the unpredictable seasons of life. Someone who didn't just witness your growth but was an integral part of it. Someone who faced the storms with you, who celebrated the sunshine, and who chose, day after day, to stay. In a world where relationships often falter under pressure and where fleeting connections seem to be the norm, the gift of a lifelong partner is truly precious. It's a rarity to find someone who not only promises to love you for better or worse, but who fulfills that promise. It's a relationship built on trust, resilience, and a shared history that no one else can replicate. This bond is more than just companionship. It's a deep and unshakable connection that brings comfort and meaning to your life. To know that there is someone who has been your constant through every season, who has loved you in your best moments and stood by you in your worst, is a blessing that words can barely capture. So, cherish this extraordinary gift. Celebrate the fact that you still have your original partner by your side. A love that has endured the test of time is not only rare but also one of life's most profound treasures. 6. You are still diligent in learning and can navigate outside smoothly. Even at this stage in life, your unwavering dedication to learning stands as a testament to your remarkable spirit. Your passion for acquiring knowledge shines brightly, illuminating not only your path but also inspiring those fortunate enough to witness your journey. This dedication reflects a thirst for growth and a resilience that has guided you through life's ever-evolving landscapes. The grace and confidence with which you move through the world, adapting effortlessly to its complexities, is a rare and admirable quality. Your approach to life reminds us all of the boundless power of learning. Whether it's reading books, exploring articles, or absorbing knowledge from the everyday world, you have tapped into one of the simplest yet most profound ways to enrich the mind and soul. Through your curiosity and determination, you've shown that learning is not just an intellectual pursuit, it is also a journey of emotional, spiritual, and practical growth. In today's fast-paced and constantly shifting environment, many, especially older individuals, struggle to keep up. It's heartbreaking to see how some feel overwhelmed and disconnected, unable to navigate the outside world. Tasks as basic as reading signs, following directions, or understanding modern systems can feel insurmountable. For those who never had the opportunity or the encouragement to adapt to these changes, even stepping outside their home can seem daunting. The rapid rise of technology has only magnified these challenges, leaving many feeling isolated and left behind. But your story proves that it doesn't have to be this way. You've shown that it's never too late to embrace learning, no matter how small the steps may seem. This isn't about diving into advanced sciences or mastering intricate subjects. It's about acquiring the practical tools and skills that empower you to thrive in everyday life. Whether it's learning to use a smartphone to navigate unfamiliar streets, mastering online transactions to regain financial independence, or simply exploring public transportation confidently, these small but significant skills can transform lives. Such practical knowledge fosters independence and reconnects individuals with the world around them. It restores dignity and instills a sense of agency, helping people rediscover their place in an ever-changing society. You exemplify this spirit perfectly, proving that growth doesn't stop with age. It flourishes with a willingness to adapt and embrace new challenges. Your journey also reminds us of the importance of shifting how we perceive technology. It is not merely a tool for fleeting entertainment or idle distraction, but a gateway to endless opportunities for learning, growth, and connection. Whether it's discovering new hobbies, exploring career advice, staying informed about health, or planning future adventures, technology offers immense potential when used with intention. Imagine a world where everyone, regardless of age, approached technology as a companion for self-improvement and discovery. The possibilities are limitless. From fostering deeper understanding to building stronger connections with the world, the benefits of embracing this mindset are immeasurable. With patience and curiosity, anyone can learn to harness the tools of the modern age, just as you have done so gracefully. You stand as a living embodiment of the belief that learning is a lifelong journey. You remind us that it's not just about adapting to the world, but also about thriving in it. Your example encourages us all to keep growing, to stay curious, and to remain open to the lessons life offers at every stage. The world will continue to change, but with your dedication and willingness to learn, there are no limits to where you can go or what you can achieve. Never lose that spark of curiosity. Keep exploring, keep growing, and continue to inspire those around you. The journey of learning is infinite, and as long as you stay on this path, the world will always be full of new possibilities waiting to be discovered. 7. You have hobbies, and life is never boring. Reaching the age of 70 is not the end of the road, but rather the beginning of a new chapter filled with opportunities to embrace the beauty of life in its most authentic and fulfilling form. At this stage, life holds a unique charm, offering the chance to live with grace, freedom, and a renewed appreciation for simple pleasures. A key ingredient to thriving during this time is cultivating hobbies that spark joy and bring purpose to daily life. While it is true that physical strength may naturally diminish with age and that certain activities might no longer be feasible, this does not mean life has to lose its vibrancy or meaning. Hobbies, chosen thoughtfully, can transform each day into an enriching experience, filling moments with happiness and a deep sense of fulfillment. Some older individuals may feel reluctant to engage in activities like dancing in the park or joining large social groups, as these may no longer align with their preferences or abilities. However, it is important to remember that hobbies are deeply personal and should reflect individual tastes and comfort levels. Life after 70 is not about conforming to societal expectations, but about discovering what genuinely brings peace and satisfaction. For example, while games like mahjong or extended card-playing sessions may not appeal to someone who struggles with prolonged sitting, there are countless other options to explore. The key is to find hobbies that nourish both the heart and mind without pushing physical or mental limits. Hobbies need not be grand, expensive, or demanding. Instead, they should simply resonate with the person pursuing them. Consider the joy of painting a canvas, even if you've never held a paintbrush before. Or imagine the calm that comes from sitting by a quiet lake, fishing, and enjoying the soothing sounds of nature. It might be as simple as knitting a scarf for a loved one, singing along to favorite old tunes, or reading a captivating novel that transports you to a different world. These seemingly small acts of personal fulfillment carry profound meaning. They provide more than just a way to pass the time. They offer a connection to oneself and the surrounding world, keeping the mind engaged, the heart full, and the spirit alive. Importantly, there is no pressure at this age to adhere to popular trends or to participate in activities simply because they are deemed appropriate or popular for seniors. The true beauty of this time lies in the freedom to choose what feels right for you, without judgment or expectation. Hobbies are about finding joy in what genuinely matters to you. Whether it's gardening, learning to bake a new recipe, exploring photography, or penning down memories in a journal. In these quiet, meaningful pursuits, there is a kind of peaceful satisfaction that is irreplaceable. Such hobbies are not about chasing youth, but about embracing the rhythm of life as it is now, at your pace and in tune with your desires. They serve as a reminder that life is not defined by what you can no longer do, but by the countless things you can still enjoy with all your heart. As we age, hobbies become more than just pastimes. They are a lifeline to purpose, creativity, and connection. Whether it's discovering a new passion or continuing with a cherished activity, hobbies allow for personal growth and self-discovery at any age. They provide opportunities to explore the world in new ways, to learn, to reflect, and to enjoy the richness of each moment. So, as the years advance, don't shy away from trying new things or embracing simple joys. Whether it's writing poetry, sketching the sunrise, or tending to a garden filled with vibrant blooms, hobbies are a gift to yourself, an invitation to savor life's beauty in its purest form. After all, the essence of life at 70 lies not in striving to meet the standards of youth, but in cherishing the freedom to live authentically and wholeheartedly. It is about finding delight in the ordinary, cultivating passions that bring meaning, and embracing the present with gratitude and wonder. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 8. Your heart is still broad, and you don't bother comparing yourself with others. At the age of 8, your heart is like an open sky, boundless, pure, and untouched by the storms of life. This is a time when innocence reigns supreme, and your view of the world is untainted by the complexities and burdens that adulthood often brings. Your heart remains expansive, filled with wonder, and free of the barriers that grow with time. At this age, you haven't yet encountered the weight of comparison or the sharp edges of self-doubt. You don't measure your worth against others, nor do you feel the pressure to compete for validation or success. Instead, your days are marked by the simple joys of being present, embracing life for what it is without questioning if you're enough. You see people for who they are, without judgment, resentment, or the urge to compare yourself to them. Every flaw is forgiven, and every imperfection is overlooked with the purest of intentions. Your perspective is one of acceptance and unconditional love, a quality that often fades as the years pass and the world grows more complicated. Envy and bitterness have no place in your heart because you are entirely at ease with who you are. In these moments, life feels vast and full of potential, unclouded by the fears and insecurities that so often accompany growing older. But as we age, life has a way of narrowing our hearts. It's often said that people become less open and more temperamental as they grow older. Where once there was curiosity and compassion, there can arise irritation, stubbornness, and an unwillingness to see the world through another's eyes. The pressures of life, the accumulation of disappointments, and the weight of unfulfilled expectations can create barriers within us. The heart that was once wide and forgiving can become hardened, guarded by walls built from pain and regret. For many, there comes a point where judgment replaces understanding, where comparisons breed resentment, and where the beauty in life's imperfections becomes harder to see. You might notice it in older individuals around you, the way they sometimes cling to past grievances, unwilling to forgive, as if those grievances are the last threads connecting them to a world that feels increasingly alien. Their patience may wane, their tolerance for differing opinions may shrink, and their ability to embrace new ideas or changes may fade. It's a painful transformation to witness because it highlights how the burdens of time and experience can shape us, often in ways we never intended. Yet, amid this common trajectory, there is a rare and beautiful exception. Some people defy this pattern. Even in old age, they manage to keep their hearts broad and open, unburdened by bitterness or resentment. They continue to see the world with a sense of wonder, to embrace others with acceptance, and to forgive with a grace that seems almost superhuman. They don't compare themselves to others or belittle those around them. Instead, they radiate warmth and understanding, offering kindness without expecting anything in return. Such individuals are like beacons of light, illuminating what is possible even in the later stages of life. They remind us that growing older doesn't have to mean growing colder. It's possible to age without losing your sense of joy, your capacity for empathy, or your ability to appreciate the beauty in others and the world around you. These rare souls have learned the profound art of letting go, of ego, of grudges, and of the need to compete or compare. They show us that true wisdom isn't about knowing more than others, but about embracing life with humility and love. To witness such a person, a heart that remains soft and a spirit that still finds beauty in imperfection, is to be reminded of the innocence and openness we all had as children. It's a call to preserve that part of ourselves, no matter how many years pass. It's a lesson in choosing to stay generous with our love, to let go of envy, and to keep seeing the world not as a place of competition but as a canvas for connection and kindness. These individuals inspire us to strive for a life where grace and acceptance triumph over cynicism and rigidity, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom, warmth, and an unwavering belief in the goodness of life. As we wrap up today's video, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey toward thriving in our golden years. So, what have you learned so far? Is it the importance of maintaining good health, the value of financial independence, or perhaps the power of nurturing meaningful relationships and hobbies? I'd love to hear from you. Please share one key lesson you'll be taking with you and putting into practice in your own life. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our future content. Your support means the world, and together, we can continue spreading valuable knowledge to help each other live our best lives. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.